Whole is like a void that one chooses to notice or neglect, that one chooses to dig up or bury. Could be something that is incomplete in one's life, or something to understand oneself, to understand myself, my memories. These were places that watched me grow, places with cherished moments with people I care about. And now what's left are just memories.
Bi jaga Mira dari umur 6 bulan. 6 bulan. Semua serahkan Bibi. Soalnya apa? Bi terlalu sayang banget macam anak Bi sendiri karena tinggalkan anak Bibi umur setahun lebih dan dapat Mira umur 6 bulan. Suka Mira diantar sekolah, naik sepeda, Mira naik basikal. Pernah Mira sukanya duduknya di depan. Jadi Mira ni selfish sedikit. Pengen duduk depan. Kira nanti duduk di belakang, Mira terkencing-kencing.
Ada ingat pasal kenangan kat rumah Tutu Nai tak?
Ya, kenangan di rumah Tutu Nen tu Mira pernah pecahkan apa itu yang pasu yang besar. Karena merangkak, yang merangkak itu. Mira suka main di jendela tu, tengok tiap jam 6 sore, jam 7 sore itu kan habis sembahyang maghrib kan. Mira suka tengok apa tu di pesawat kan dia dekat kan di airport kan nampak. Dia Mira nangis ditunjukkan di situ.
Ingat tak bila Mira sepit tangan kat dalam bilik?
Ya itu Mira tersepit di tangan. Itu tu karena Mira nak buka lift terus dia masuk lift tu. Setelah itu Mira nangis habis tu tangannya bengkak. Untung enggak putus.
Bengkok tau.
Ada bengkok.
Tu macam mana diorang keluarkan tangan Mira?
Stop. Itunya stop. Tapi Bibi pergi-pergi Mira. Bibi stop itunya. Terus Bibi tarik gini. Untung tangannya, untung enggak sampai ini coba. Kalau enggak sampai ini habis putus Mira tangan Mira. Bodong.
So I first met you when we were 9 years old. You're very bubbly and you were always so sincere in everything you do. It kind of annoyed me sometimes. It's good because you were just like with me throughout the whole primary school, like since primary 3 all the way until now. I just wish I was there in the kindergarten, so like, you know, it's a full set.
But I think this 12 years, it's as though you were there since I was born. What do you remember most in primary school about us?
I think primary 6 was a very happy time because like we were in the same class, separated, then same class again, so it's like, wow, ada jodoh nak jadi kawan. Every morning we would go to the gallery at the top floor. Then we went to emo, we walk out. I remember the corner that time when we emo.
There are times that we talk about, problems at home, and when things don't work out in class, we have each other's backs.
When I was together with somebody, and like, I used to tell you stories about them, remember? And then like saw it from the start that it wasn't a very healthy relationship. You just kept telling me to like be careful. Literally didn't even take your advice, and then one day it just happened, BAM! And the heartbreak was like all the way down. But I guess thank you for not saying I told you so. And
That's why we had that little corner to ourselves. Because in primary 6, everyone was just focusing PSLE while we were still like holding on to our friendship. If it weren't for our corner, right, I don't think we would make it to be really close friends. From being a crybaby to being a burden to now when I'm still figuring myself out. We've come so far to know that we need each other in life. Sharifah has been a hi-bye friend for quite a long time. We actually came from the same primary school, but we were just acquaintances.
The next time that Amira and I got together was when we were in the same secondary school. I realized that it's nice to see a familiar face in a new school, so we would just casually exchange hi and byes whenever we walk past each other.
until I joined this CCA called Siglap Nusantara Orchestra, which was to play instruments such as angklung, gamelan.
When she joined my CCA, and from then on we started getting closer because we found out that we were actually neighbors. Whenever the CCA ended, we would walk home together, and that was the start of an actual friendship.
I guess the most memorable but sad moment of time is when we performed for Singapore Youth Festival. We played this song called Shadowland from the Lion King soundtrack. It has a special place in my heart. It reminds me of our late instructor, Mr. Kamis. Despite our school music room looking so badly facilitated, he was the one who brought all the facilities there. He was the one who gave us all the good instruments. And it was really sad to see the music room very empty. Even the mirrors were taken down. I remember when we used to be practicing, he would sit in front of the mirror and everyone would face the mirror. Like we would assemble all our instruments just so that we know how we look like on stage.
While we're performing, or even before we start performing, he'll put on a serious face. He will look at each and every one of us as he is conducting. And if he sees us looking all stressed and not smiling, he will smile or laugh to make us want to smile.
During the SYF, I was so nervous. But when I look at Mr. Kami's face, all that nervousness and worries, it just all went away. Because he was smiling cheekily at me just so I won't be nervous. Playing it smoothly. Funny enough, we actually got a distinction for that SYF performance.
He has always been there for each and every one of us, to the point where he was a father figure to almost everyone in the CCA. After Amira and I graduated, when came the news of his passing, I ended up crying in the MRT and Amira ended up crying at school. What warms my heart was that the next day, when we went to his house for his burial, everyone that he has ever thought from every single generation came down, and that really warmed my heart, and it just made everyone cry even more because he is a really nice guy. I wish everyone had met a person like him at one point in their life.
So if it weren't for him to be teaching us in that music room, we wouldn't be such close friends. I would still probably be a hi-bye friend.
Mira's art class has a special place in my heart because they were also my first batch of coursework students. Also one of my first dominant group of students that I started teaching.
Miss Tan was a teacher who opened up my eyes to new doors.
As an art educator, you really get to know your students at a very different level because you really start to understand them as people and not just students.
She was the one that showed me different possibilities, that I could do anything that I set my mind to in the future, even if it was art related. For our art class, we weren't as equipped with art skills, but we had really creative ideas. The most important thing was we were very willing to learn new things.
I remember the first lesson I had with them. I think they thought I was weird. At that time, these were not students who were teachers asking them a lot of questions. I made them do weird things.
Being very insecure with our art skills, we usually ask a lot of questions and opinions from Miss Tian. However, she would always reply with her favorite question.
My favorite question was, what do you think?
She loved playing that game of reverse psychology just so we could think for ourselves.
Yeah, I wanted them to believe that there were things they could do if they set their heart to it. The truth is, I had my own opinion, but I thought it was less important I tell them what I thought, because then it became the right answer, and really it's not about the right answer. I wanted them to understand that actually they have their own voice and that people want to listen to them.
Miss Tian was more like a friend to us, sometimes a mother, because she's so involved in our lives and spending hours in that art room. And it was even part of Miss Tian's big day. If it was part of her big day, it meant that it was part of her life too. So no, it's not just an art room to all of us. It's actually our second home, where we share so many memories that build up into who we all are today. Reminiscing my past, revisiting my past, reliving my past. The void in me is filled. Those places were once filled with great moments, and now what's left are people who carry those moments. With that, these memories will never be forgotten. So what is a void in your life?